So,
So guys, welcome back to our channel. We have a visitor today. I hope you will enjoy the video. He has a lot to tell and he will motivate many of us, mostly youths, and also the other community members. Yeah. And also remember to subscribe to our channel. A lot will be coming. So let's introduce our host, our visitor today. He'll tell us his names and what he does and where he went to school and his life before where he is today.
Thank you. My name is John Kabiro. I was born 1966 at a place called Kiboro Village. I went to school, Kiboro Primary School, and after primary school, I joined Staré Boys. I did my O levels and A levels. Thereafter, I joined the University of Nairobi, and I finished in 1990. In between, I did a few jobs at printing firms before I joined Kenya Breweries, where I rose to become the trade development manager and later senior manager at KBL in charge of sales. And I worked there for about 13 years. Then eventually, after leaving ABL, I have done several other jobs. I worked as a head of sales and marketing in the gas company. I've done in between, I was doing some other businesses. Eventually, I joined the county government of Kirinyaga as the director in charge of trade, tourism, industry and enterprise development, where I'm working currently as the director. Alongside that, I also do other things. I'm a farmer. I'm doing fish farming. I also run a business at a place called Kandoro. But in between, I've done so many other things. I've done many things in my life. And what I've learned is, unless you want me to ask questions first, it's not I can respond to the questions. But I know I've done so many other things that really have defined whom I am.
Okay, so you went to Starehe Boys.
Yes.
How was life there? Did you go through any difficulties in your studies? Maybe your parents managing to pay your school fees?
Yes.
And many other things. What hardships did you go through when you were in Starehe Boys?
Luckily, before Sarai Boys, okay, in primary school is where actually, because I used to live in the village, and my mother is the one who was taking care of us through cooking pombe ya nini, kutengeneza pombe ya haramu makabo, nilikuwa nauza ndio atupeleke shuleni. Luckily, I was the best student in Kiburu Primary School. I got that 6 points. It was the maximum at that time. So I was selected to join Starehe. And again at Starehe, luckily there was sponsors. So at Starehe, my school fees was fully paid by well-wishers from Form 1 to Form 6. So in terms of at Starehe, you're taken care of. Everything is taken care of. The feeding, the school fees. You're actually given everything that you need, the shoes. The only thing you need is some little pocket money. So at that stage in life, I don't have any hardships. The hardships were a bit earlier because we don't have any farm, don't have any business. My mother was really sasa tulikuwa tunalima mashamba ya barabara, sio barabara, sio kwa mashamba. Ndio shamba hapana, tulikuwa na shamba yetu, tulikuwa tunakaa kwa mishani. So in the early stages ndio tulikuwa na maisha ngumu. But luckily, through God's grace, I've been able to overcome all that. And I can't complain about my life currently. I have a house in Nairobi. When I was working at EAPL, I was able to put up a house in Kawashukari, where I stay with my family. And then I've been able to now to also to own this place, Kandoro, and I have other interests in Southern Gariama. I'm doing farming, all kinds of crops. I also have the fish. I have muguka. Currently I have maize. I also do bananas there. I do plant tomatoes. So trying other things so that in life you don't have to struggle so much when you can do something.
Okay, so now you joined Starehe Boys.
Yes.
From 1 to Form 6.
Yes.
After Starehe Boys,
Yes.
after Form 6,
Yes.
what was your next step after there?
Did
Did you go to campus or college?
Yes, during that time, during that period, after university, you had to go to NYS. It was a paramilitary training. Everybody was going to the university. So I went to NYS for the mandatory that period. And then after that, I went to Nairobi University, where I studied very well and I passed, got my degree. And then from there, now I started looking for jobs. Luckily, I had a few friends whom I had known when I was at Starehe, and I got jobs through them. I was employed, and I got a lot of experience based on that thing. I'm all rounder because I've worked in stores, I've worked in procurement, I've worked in sales, I've worked in marketing. Right now, I'm doing tourism. So I've done so many things, and I've done businesses, all kinds of business. I've sold gas. I've done M-Pesa. I've gone to buy potatoes from Mongolo. Uh, I've done, I've done so many things that in life that other people can also learn from. And I also don't, over the years, even when I was at EABL, I've assisted so many people come up, either business people or getting people employment or paying school fees for kids. A few years ago, we were running a program at Kibul Primary School where we had put, and even though it is still there, that we had said any kid who passes and is invited to a national school, and the parent cannot be able to pay for that kid, we take up the matter and we pay the school fees for that kid. And even today, I also get a lot of student support who's come to me and ask me for support because I believe if we support those young ones, then later in life they'll also perform. And recently, I also changed my kind of vision. I said I want to make people happy. If I meet a person, whether it's a kid, whether it's a grown up, whether it's by the time I interact with that person that I live in, I want to live in a better place. I live in a happy person. That's my current goal. Anybody I meet and I interact and sit down and have whatever you do, whatever the challenges or whatever the person wants to, we can discuss. But at the end of the day, I want that person to be happier than before I met that person. And I've done it for many people.
Okay, that's so amazing. So
Yeah.
now you started doing businesses.
Yes.
You got employed.
Yes.
Was your plan after school becoming a businessman or a farmer maybe? Or was your plan just being an employed person after school? Because that's what most of us, most of the youth
Yes.
think about. When I get out of school,
Yes.
I know the government will employ me.
Yeah.
But so unluckily, most
Yeah.
of us are
Yeah.
jobless.
Yes.
So why were your expectations being employed or being a businessman as you are now?
My main ambition was to be a business person. Actually, that because even when I was in Starehe, in Form 2, I bought a camera and started taking photos and started making money. And even before I finished from university, I also had a small shop. My boom that I was getting inside in the university, I was plowing it back into business. So my main vision was a business. But again, you need a job for you to get some capital to start a business because you need some small capital. But then again, when you in life, if you as a youth, if you are just if you don't focus on getting making money, first of all, do what makes you happy. And once you focus on that, whatever you are doing, just do it with a passion. Even if you are employed somewhere by somebody, make sure you deliver the best. And then from there, you grow very fast. But if you are lazy bone and you are doing what you don't like, then you cannot go very far. So even if it's a job, whatever job you get, whatever you start, just do it with a passion. That's what I've learned through and even here, the people I employ, if I find that you don't have a passion for the job, it's a bit difficult to work with me. Yes.
Okay, so now you are a businessman,
Mm.
and do you come across people who are jobless and they want you to offer them job, but at that moment you don't have that job? How do you handle them?
No, I don't. Okay, there are those. This week, today is Friday. This week alone, I'm trying to assist two people get jobs, and I know they will get. So when they come to me and because I know some my friends, the people who used to work together, some of the people I studied in Kawashukari, who are I don't want to give very many details, but one of the person is looking for a job as a lecturer in a university, and I've been able to talk to the two VCs, the two universities. So because we at Najua, we don't have a person. That is one. The other one is a teacher who is employed at a day school by the BOM. So I got in touch with the senior manager at TSC, and he promised to look into the matter. So I also do it even today. There are those I employ but you cannot employ every day. But when I have an opportunity, I still employ. And I've told you I look for those qualities that person must be able to help customers well. That person must have a passion for that job. Sasa kuna haja kuja hapa and then ni kama unasukuma. So I prefer people who are self-driven. And you can tell that you can by just talking to somebody. So once you talk to somebody, you can quickly tell whether that person can do that job or not. And I've done even at Kenya Breweries where I was assisting people get jobs. I was one of the people who were sitting in the panels, recruiting sales reps. And over the years, I recruited so many. I also joined a company called Civil Marketing. I was given the job of employing about 60 youth. And I employed so many, 60 of them, and trained them, and then deployed them across the country. So I have that experience of employing people, and I can tell very quickly when you come to me and we are looking for a job whether I should hire you or not. I don't have to. I actually don't require any reference from anybody. But just by talking to you, I can tell.
So now, what are the hardships that you go through being a businessman and being an employee in the county government? How do you handle those two things? And also being a family man. How do you handle those?
There's something called time management. There's something called time management which you must be able to manage very well. And in our lives, even in your life, you have about four areas that you need to balance your life. First of all, you have your family that you must spend time for. You have to look for money. The money you have to so I have two sources of money. I have the job and the business. The business is very important because you will not be employed forever. At some point, you have to exit and go into retirement. So you have not planned for it, then you have a problem. So this is part of my retirement plan. And even the family is part of my retirement plan. So that by the time I'm leaving employment, I'm not confused. I have something to do. Then I've said you have the family, you also need to look for money. Then you have the social life, your friends and so on. Chama, you have mnaenda wazee mnakula buzi. You meet a friend, you have a drink. You have to have that. So the social part of it, you have to have friends. You cannot get lost in one area and then you focus on one area. I'll give you an example after I finish the lecture. Then the last one is the spiritual part. That's how we are moving. So that's if you're able to balance those four. Don't get lost in one. Don't get lost in the church, forget your friends, forget your family, forget looking for money. Don't get lost there. Don't get lost looking for money. Unasahau mambo ya kanisa, unasahau mambo ya marafiki, hivyo kazi yako kutafuta pesa. You can also get lost among your friends, your peers, and unakuja pombe kila siku, unaenda sijui wapi. So una forget kuna kanisa, unasahau kuna mambo ya familia, unasahau kama. So you have to, and sometimes, for example, if it's on a Saturday, there are so many things that are happening. Kuna visit ya mtoto shule, kuna wazee wa marafiki zako wanakuita pate somewhere, kuna function ya sijui ya nini. You have to balance that and say no, which one you give priority on a Saturday. Personally, give it to you kwenda kuona mtoto kwanza shule before you go to look for friends and go into the drinking beer and all those other things. So you have to find a way of balancing. Kuna saa ingine kama ni mambo ya kanisa, kuna kati unapea first priority. So and again, kama ni kazi, again you have to balance, because unakuta mtu anapotea kwa pombe, sio atakienda kazini, it's a bit difficult to kufanya kazi kama umeelewa. So you have to balance those four things in life, and you do that by time management. When you are doing something, although it's a very difficult thing to do, you have to find a way of blocking your mind, which I was taught at Sarai by the director Griffin. When you are at work, you block your mind from all these other things so that you focus on your work. Get kanisani, block your mind on all these other things because itakusumbua akili. You are able to just that 2 hours when you are in church, focus on hiyo mambo ya kanisa. You should bali akili yako ipotee kidogo, itapotea kidogo, lakini sasa make sure you focus. Kama uko mambo ya familia, umeenda huko, hiyo unasema hiyo baby visiting mtoto, put all the time you spend that mtoto ndio mpaka asikie. So ukiwa hapo unakuwa simu saa yote, unapiga simu jobs ziko na ile inatakana watu wakaanza wanakuita, ukiwa na mtoto so that you focus on mtoto, so that if you're able to focus that, then you still deliver what you're supposed to deliver. You don't have any challenge if you focus and give time for those different activities.
Okay, so who is that one person mwenye alifanya kwa motivated kuwa a businessman? Na what step did you take in life ukakuwa successful? Na what step did you take in life yenye ilifanya ukuwe mahali uko saa hizi? Tuliona wengi wenye wanaanza mabiashara zina fail, wengine wana employee kwa kazi wamekaa kidogo, wamefutwa ama hata at the end mtu akienda retirement hana anything anaweza patia familia. Ni step gani hiyo ili take kwa life mpaka ikakufikisha mahali uko sasa hivi?
Of course, my early influence was under the director of Starehe Boys, Jeffrey Griffin. Then after that, after I left Starehe and I started doing businesses, like I've told you, I started when I was still in high school. Over the years, that time there was somebody called Philip Dewa, who was also a very successful business person, and he wrote a book. I can't remember what it was called, and I bought it when I was still in high school. And then along the line, I've had other influences for people like Chris Ruby. I've seen where I started all years ago. Then from there, you also read other people outside Kenya, people like Warren Buffett. Because I also tried. There was a time I was doing stock broking. The Nairobi Stock Exchange. I was buying shares, and I was also buying shares on behalf of other people. And that I was doing. I was trying to use the model, the Warren Buffett. There's also the guy who wrote a book called The Rich Dad and the Poor Dad, which I also study and try to get some elements that can help you grow your business. Currently, I'm looking at different successful people like Steve Jobs, people like Bill Gates, people like Ellison, all those people who have started very from zero and they've grown whatever they have done. But how have they done? Because of their passion. Along the line, you find a way, you try something, pesa inapotea ama biashara inaharibika, but you have a passion for it. Hata ukianguka unaendelea kujaribu. The mistake many people make is, I see this guy is doing amefungua butchery hapa and is doing well, then you want to open a butchery there because umeona huyu jamaa anatengeneza pesa. That way you never succeed. Look for that thing that you are good at. Young people, you find like now you have so many bodabodas. If you want to become the best bodaboda, if you want to get to that business of repairing products, just make sure you are the best. You are in that field. You need to, because then you get so many customers from all over. So and so, you're the best. Just go so and so. Make sure you are the best. You open a car wash. It's a very simple business. Make sure you are the best. A customer anakuja complain ati kuna kitu ilipotea, sijui scratch gari, sijui ufanye nini. Make sure watu wanaifaa wengine kwa hiyo biashara yako. So any business that you start doing, even if it is the bit, I don't know what to call it, even if it's a kinyozi, make sure that kinyozi is the best in that region, and you make money as long as you again when you look at those the people I've talked about, they focus on the customer. After here, my main focus is the customer. It's not my focus the customer and my employee. If I take care of those two, and the rest will take care of itself. That's it. Once you focus on customer akija hapa anasamehe vizuri. There's a lot of respect, a lot of ile kitu anataka anapata. Ile is no harassment. Hata kama kuna shida ya bill ama nini, it should be handled in a diplomatic way. Lakini focus on the customer. Because like here you look at, you go around, you find out that I keep on improving the area, not because of myself, but because of that customer. That person is coming comfortable. Ile kitu anaitisha anapata, akitaka nyama anapata, akitaka ile pombe anataka hiko. So if you do that, then the rest will fall in place. If you are running as shop, make sure you have you have a wide range. There is nothing as bad as customer kuja kwa nini yako naambia kuna hii. That message will also spread. Kwa sababu ukienda pale kwa ile duka utapata this and that. But again, if you again make sure you have a very wide range. There are several things that we look at. It's only that this thing, I don't know what time it is. There are very many things that you need to look at when you're doing a business. The first thing is that you look at the kind of quality of service that you're offering. The quality, both the products and the service. The quality is very, very key. Whatever job you are doing, tunasema hata kama unanyoa, make sure the way you unanyoa it is the highest quality possible. The kind of equipment you're using, the chemicals, the way you are treating that person, should be to the highest standard. So there are many things, including there are many which I might take a long time to talk about, but there are several things that you need to look at. You have to look at pricing. You have to look at things like how you do your visibility. How you can see like here I'm trying to make it visible, but you have to make your business visible to other people. Hiyo duka hiyo ama hiyo mechanic pale fulani ukifika Baricho anakuanga pale, so find hiyo brand that place kae kitu mzuri, then mtu akiingia pale ndani anapata the best service possible. Naye na pricing, you know, price is also very key because you cannot put a price so high compared to the other people that you are in the same field. So there are so many parameters that you can discuss. It can take a whole day just discussing about business.
Sasa wewe umemake kuachieve, let's say 70% of all what human beings wanaweza taka kuwa nayo kwa hii dunia. Mbona sijai kuona kwa politics vitu kama hizo? Sijaiona unataka kuwa MP ama unataka kuwa gavana, unataka kuwa president. Mbona?
People have different callings. Naona kuna mtu anakuwa na calling ya kuwa pastor, mwingine anakuwa na calling ya kuwa mwanasiasa, politician, mwingine anataka kuwa a business person, mwingine anataka kuwa a farmer, mwingine anataka kuwa a teacher. So again there are those callings, and again those passions in life. And the only challenge in Kenyan politics is a bit of they have been the right word. They are done in a very dirty way. They are not done in a clean way. You go to countries like Singapore, they don't run the politics the way you run them in Kenya. They took a deliberate step to look for the best people, the best brains in that country. Those are the people they get into politics because what they normally say, what we used to say, the only way you can grow your country is by getting the best people into government. But here in Kenya, we don't get the best people in government. We get some funny characters. But you go to a place like this, they look for the best in that country, and then they groom you from even from high school. They identify you, they grow you, they get you into politics, they give you maybe some other be the minister, eventually as a minister, and then if you are the best, then you end up being the prime minister of that country. But our politics in Kenya is totally different. It all depends again a lot of how much money you have. Na then Wanjiko anataka lazima umpatie kitu ndio kuchague. So our mindset is a bit upside down, but okay, but I still support people. If I feel like even right now I'm supporting the people that will make this country better, will make my business and other things that I'm doing to live in the right environment, and also for the next generation that we also take care of them. One of the biggest problems we have right now is climate change. If you don't take care of our climate and the environment, the next generation will have a big problem. Mtoto wangu pengine sasa atakuwa na shida mingi, lakini mtoto wake by the time afike my age, this environment will be so different. If you don't take care of it, there are no trees, there are no rivers. You look at river Mozambique is dry. Other rivers are drying up. So another 10 years there will be no river there. So I don't know that time when it comes, I don't know what will happen. I don't know. But so again, those are the other challenges that we have, that we also need to. And our grieving needs to tell us, even after you do all these things, you make money, you become successful in your field, spare some time to do something for your community. Whether it is helping that other person, whether that is used to the environment, whatever, just do something for your community. So I think maybe you have another question.
You are the chairman, not only the chairman wa Kiburu alumni.
Yes.
By now manage kupeleka watoto wangapi high school, na mnaangalianga politics gani, ama mtoto anafaa kufikisha marks ngapi ndio umpeleke high school? You take care of his school fees or her school fees or any other thing in high school?
Yes, that was an initiative we started some years back. It's around 2014 or 2015. And we sat down a group of former Kiburu primary students. And we are several, we are quite a number. And we said we are, like I mentioned earlier, the bright kids from that school, ones who get who pass 350 marks and above, and they're admitted to national schools and other very good schools. We make sure they attend those schools. So we raise funds and then we manage those. But how do we select? First of all, even that one who has 350, pengine mzazi hana pesa mingi, akona kiasi fulani, so we don't have support fully. Lakini unapata kuna mwingine who is totally unable. But for us to support that fully, we have a small committee, a small group of people like who will go to those homes. We go and interview the parents, we interview the kid, and then make a decision. Unfortunately, you still find some people who are families who are well off. They also come and ask for support, and that sometimes is a bit discouraging. So when you go to a home, tunaangalia how even the home, the structure of the home can tell you how the vile nyumba imejengwa. Unaangalia shamba, unaona huko kuna kahawa ama hakuna kahawa. So if you go to a home which is well up na wako na shamba kubwa ya kahawa, wako na ng'ombe hapo zinakamuliwa, then ukiongea na watu nasikia wako hata na watu wao wanafanya kazi Nairobi. So at that point, that is not a needy case. Although they may have requested for support, but you cannot support that one. And then you have gone to the village and found mtu anakaa nyumba ya kukodesha, atajua atakula nini jioni. Mtoto hana the state of the house, the way they are dressed can tell you this is a poor family. And those are the ones we focus on. And in some cases, we can follow up. One of our alumni, there is a case that he undertook. Alichukua huyo mtoto kama wake, alikuwa anamtembelea shule, shopping, visiting, and he made sure he attended. Na hata the kid finished, akapata A na akaenda university. But even at the university, anamwambia nao kuna pesa inatakana ya exam, anatoa. So we see them along the way, and we have sponsored many. We've sponsored over 50. Wale wasasa wameenda do that whatever. But apart from the 50, kuna wengine bado wana day schools. So many at St. Philip, wengine St. John, wengine day school. Acha sasa hizo za nini za national. Kuna wengine wengi tumesomesha. Na wale tumepeleka hizo national schools, most of them got A's. Now they're in universities and they're doing very well. And we hope not hoping, in a few years to come, you'll have engineers from that group, you'll have doctors from that group, you'll have lawyers from that group, and many other professions from that group. Recently, I had one who had been admitted to do quality survey. So alikuwa anataka kujua what is that. So because he was not very sure what alikuwa anataka kufanya architecture, lakini akaitwa quality surveyor. So I linked up with my colleague director at the county, who is a quality surveyor, to our advice, and they went and they met. They are part of the right guidance. And right now he's doing quality survey at Nairobi University. And so we do that. And I said even today, mzazi akija niambia sasa, I was called by a parent the other day, just I think this year too, in the year. Kakuja akaniambia mtoto anaitisha pesa ya school fees exam at the university. Na hana, mzazi hana, na alikuwa ananiambia, alikuwa amemwambia hata repeat hapo, sasa hana hiyo pesa ya kumlipia hiyo exam. So but my way of doing those things, and even which I normally do, hata ukija kama mzazi unitisha pesa siwezi kupea. Unanipatia account ya hiyo shule and I pay directly to the school, then nakupatia slip. Because again because of many issues. Hiyo mzazi ako na shida zingine, so ukipatia pesa atadivert hiyo pesa. So to avoid that, unaitisha account number, unalipa kwa hiyo account, unapea slip. So that you are sure the money has reached the intended purpose.
Do you feel like it's the best thing mliamua kufanya kama Kiburu alumni? Na juu obvious kuna watu wengine who complain, wanasema mko chuzi, labda mmechakuana kujuana, wengine hiyo ndo fikra yao. Huwa mna handle aje watu kama juu labda kuna mtu akona 350 years, umesema kwao mmepata kuna kahawa, kuna shamba wanazalima, but still the parents ama the mwenye na guidance wake anasema hawana hiyo uwezo, na kuna mwingine akona shida kabisa, mmeamua huyo ndio mtasaidia. Huwa mna deal aje na accusations kama hizo?
You see, the resources are not so that you have so many, you have millions that to pay for everybody who wants to be assisted. That's why you have to the funds that you have to use them properly. And so you cannot, like the example I've given you, that parent who akona kahawa na madizi na ng'ombe na nini, of course ukisema sasa akiona umepewa huyu mwingine ata complain. But for us, I think we don't look at that. We look at that needy person, and you feel that you must do the right thing. Personally, I don't feel happy and motivated when somebody comes and anaona huyu kweli kabisa akijipanga tu is able. Na unasikia tu bado kuna na watu wao who are doing well, but they are lazy. Wanataka tu wanasikia hapa kuna pesa ya bure. So unaona hata basa, you see a basa, everybody applies, even the ones who are able. And when everybody applies, it means the ones who are needy do not get the right support, because everybody sasa lazima apewe, because the MPs and the MCAs hiyo pesa wanakaanga yote flat. Kama ni 3,000 kila mtu 3,000, so maskini 3,000, tajiri 3,000. It does not help. You should find a formula of getting this a needy case, this a less needy case, and this is like started with 3 categories. There was the very needy cases, chose category A, then category B, hapo katikati, then category C, where the people used to pay everything because there was that categorization. So even us, and although you have not done it at seeing this family requires, but normally you support it you don't give equal amounts to everybody. You look at that particular case. Hata mtoto akifukuzwa shule wanakujanga wanasema hey, mtoto wangu amefukuzwa, and then we analyze to see whether it's a needed case. And if it is a needed case, then we support, and we support in different ways. Kuna mwingine unapea hata the full. Mimi walikuwa Kiambu High School, walikuwa nimesema we paid the full amount for the 4 years. Na hata hiyo haikuisha, bado unasikia hata university bado anatisha pesa, anasema kuna kitu inatakana ya school fees, and we still pay. But we also require a lot of support from different quarters, different the community, different, like when we have those fundraising at Kiburu, we normally get a lot of visitors, and they also support us, and we really appreciate. It's not easy to get people to give you money for something that for a child they don't know, but the ones who come forward and support us, we really appreciate.
Okay, so now naweza taka uongeleshe youth. Sasa wewe ni baba yetu. Hebu waongeleshe kama mzazi sasa, na kama mtu grow kwa career zake, mtu make the right decisions in life. Hebu ongelesha hiyo mahali. Ako mahali tu ako jobless, ameamua kuwa drug addict. Ameshindwa afanye nini? Hana hope kwa hii maisha.
First of all, they should not lose hope. The biggest challenge, and I've seen it even in Nairobi and even here, ni pombe. Umeita hiyo. Okay, drugs, maybe drugs come after pombe. But I used to see when I was in Nairobi, sitting at Kawasukari. There is a place where there were several pubs, and the KU is just around there. So kids, the university kids would come with their folders, na makaratasi ya shule. Badala aende shule, anaenda anapeana hapo kwa counter ya bar, alafu anaanza kunywa the whole day. And so that is a different problem. I don't know why that again that person solve that kind of situation. Then the other thing, they also the youth I've seen around, the biggest challenge is also their focus and their vision is not. I don't know, there's lack of guidance and counseling and so on. You find somebody akikuuliza form 4 ile kazi anataka ni ya boda boda, si tunasema ni baya, but there are so many other opportunities in life. There are so many colleges in even here in India, and they offer scholarships. For example, Kenya, this Dear Technical College, they once you join, you just pay a small amount, and then after that, the government takes care of your bursary. They give you the equipment is there. Na kuna mambo ya uniform, kuna nini, utakuwa utamaliza vizuri, and there are several courses. Unaweza fanya mechanic, unaweza fanya plumbing, unaweza fanya electrical, unaweza fanya nywele, and from there you grow now. You start from there, then grow pole. And then nimesema hata ukianza hiyo mechanic, as long as you look at make sure you are the best, people come to you, utaenda very far. If you take your plumbing ama ya electrical, shida hata sasa hivi nikitafuta mtu wa stima siwezi pata. And those jobs are there. They normally struggle hata kupata mtu wa kujenga hii nini masonry, you can't get. Getting a very good carpenter, why? Because the youth wenyewe wanataka tu boda hii haraka. And then the other thing, they are not patient. Youth hataki kama tuseme mambo. I realized the other day that kahawa is very profitable as a crop. Youth hataki hiyo kitu ataambiwa ngoja miezi 6 ama miezi 3. Anataka kitu haraka sasa hiyo. That is not possible. Hata hiyo biashara ukianzisha enda pole it will grow. If you start that farming, you start, for example, pottery. Some of these things don't require a lot of money because you want to do pottery. You require just have some few. Actually, just require a head and a cock. The two, and you start from there. As long as you do it properly, within a period of 2-3 years, you have a whole chicken farm. If you want to do pigs, for example, you start with those kids, and then from there it grows. Rabbit farming, you start with your woman and chicken. Then within a very short time, you have a very big flock. But the problem is you don't have that patience, you don't have the resilience, and you have that pesa haraka hiyo ndio shida. That's why they want boda boda, because hataki kitu atapanda ngoje ime apate pesa. Hataki kitu ambaye ataanzisha leo ngoje pesa mwisho wa mwezi. Then even when they are employed, they are a bit complicated to work with. They don't follow instructions, they don't follow the rules. Mwajiri unamwambia kazi unakuja saa 2 anakuja saa 3. Unamwambia nataka hii report by 10 inatakana Nairobi, uipate. At the university, at the county government, I normally take about 40 students for attachment every year. And those are things I keep on telling them. And because of my line is business, I try the ones I track with, I try and put them along that line. And so I also hope, because I've done it, I think now this is the third year. I hope in a few years' time they'll start coming back to me to tell me how they have fared in their lives. Every day I take from Kenya University, the whole class of enterprise development and entrepreneurship, they come and I take them for attachment. And any other, because they come attachment, I think is also a big problem in Kenya. So, but when they come, I make sure kija kwangu and it is my line. I don't kiss them away. But from there, you say, okay, those ones I'm going to assist. But the others I've seen, I hope. I don't know why I don't know what's wrong. I don't know something. Hii ya kutafuta pesa haraka haraka sijui kutoka wapi. Hii mambo ya pombe, that's another big problem, which they should, I don't know, they can overcome it. Lakini ningesema tu hiyo ndio nimesema, be patient, kile unafanya usiogope ukianza kitu kidogo. Unapopata kazi yote utapata, just make sure you do the best than it has never been done before. Ukifanya hiyo kazi vizuri, you go far at whatever level. Most of these companies, the big companies, and you cannot get in as a manager. Lazima uanzie hapa chini. Na hapa chini ukiingia, recently I've seen several fellows who I used to work with. They are doing very well. People like, there's a guy, the current MD of group managing director of KCB. He found me at Kenya Breweries. He came in as a management trainee just a few years ago. But a very good fellow and a good performer. Right now is the MD. So within a very short period of time. And there are many others that I've also met. Those few have quite a number that I've seen who have put focus na wasaiwa kumbali sana.
Okay, so your final remarks, kitu unaweza taka kutuambia?
My youth.
Community bado. Sasa kama unafanya kwa county government.
Yes.
Watu wengi they feel like the county is not helping them. Hata wengine wamegonga hizo milango za kwenu, hawapewi kazi. Wengine wazazi wanaenda huko kuomba usaidizi, maybe hawapati mtu anaweza consult in a good way. Do you feel like kuna watu wako huko wenye they don't deserve to be there because of the way they treat other fellow citizens? I don't know which office, but I've told my office I normally take a lot of students from attachment. So the other offices I can't comment on the other offices. But right now you have elections coming up. So people complain that they you get a chance every 5 years to look at the options, even at the national level. And all of them have offered themselves for different positions: MCA, senator, president, na kadhalika. It is up to you as a voter, and even as at all levels, either the youth, the wazazi, the old, or make their choice. But the biggest problem that we again a problem with politics here in Msema hapo kitambo, mambo ya pesa. People look at the money. Hiyo wamepea ngapi? They don't look at the quality of that leader. But if they look at the quality of the leader, they will put the right people in those offices. People will serve you selflessly. People will serve you without necessarily. Most government offices unakuta you are treated like where, I don't know what to call it. That person, that government is there, is supposed to serve you. If you want a birth certificate, anatakiwa kusaidia kupata hizo birth certificate, sio kupeleka hivi. If you want an ID, anakuserve. So we need to put the right people in those offices. But again, you have to forgo this issue of lazima upewe kitu kidogo ukachaguane. Wewe chagua using the person who is the best who can serve in that office. And then after that, you don't complain, because you'll have to choose the right people. And the right people, they'll also hold them accountable.
Unaenda wewe sasa, wewe tulikuchagua ndio tusaidie, kwani kuna hitaji. Lakini like the wrong people, ama ulichagua mtu sababu ya pesa, si atakupea pesa halafu atoroke. Sababu you are vote, your vote. So hata kama atakupea service, lakini alikupea pesa. So we need to look at that also. Let's get the right people in those offices. And they are there. So you have seen them. They have offered themselves. So it is you to make a choice. Hapa nitaweka huyu, hapa nitaweka huyu, hapa nitaweka huyu, hapa nitaweka huyu. And you have that choice. And you get that chance every 5 years. Lakini if you put what? If you put the wrong people, again don't complain. If you put the right people, you'll be happy. Yes.
Any remarks?
Ama
kitu kingine unaweza taka tuambie?
I've talked about the climate change. That's something that people have not talked about, but that's one of the biggest threats to all of us. As you are a bit older, so you may not be there when those things that finally go wrong. The way this climate change, the way the temperature are rising. I've seen a clip here just on either on Facebook or somewhere where cows are dying somewhere I think in America because of the heat. That's because of the climate change. Because you have destroyed the environment, the rivers have dried up, you've cut the trees, so we are destroying ourselves. Once you destroy the environment, we're also destroying ourselves. So the youth and even those older generations, you have to do something about that. And it's something so you don't have to do something so dramatic. Just by even planting trees, like people saying plant some trees, or do this and do that. Wrong use of water, wrong farming methods. There are so many things that we can do to change our environment. But it's not one person, one country. It's all of us, the whole dunia. Tusiposhikana, the next generation, the third generation from Asia, they will have a big problem. There will be food challenges. The heat will be too much. There will be no water. Itakuwa shida mingi. So unless we make a decisive move as humanity and change, because I've attended some around two meetings to discuss that matter, and I've really seen it is utakuwa na shida if you don't do something. Utakuwa na shida in the next 20 years from now. There'll be big challenges for facing all of us, animals, human beings, kila mtu. Yes.
So mimi naweza sema nimeshukuru juu ya kutupatia wakati wako. Na tuna hope huko kwa county utatutetea sisi ma youth. Hatutaki kukuja huko tunarudi bila kazi. Juu kuna wengine ana hiyo capital labda ya kuraise yaanze kabiashara kidogo. Wazazi wake hawana hiyo uwezo na the only hope ako nayo ni huko kwa serikali yetu. So tunaweza omba sana simame na sisi. Be it the elderly people, be it the young people, anyone. Juu ni sisi ndo tumefanya mkue hapo.
Kabisa, I'll do that. And I will continue supporting. I'm not starting, I will continue supporting. And those who come to me for requesting for support, I will continue doing it. I've changed my bigger vision is to make people around me happy. And making them happy by doing those things that are requesting me to do, which I will continue doing. I've been doing them, but I want to. Kama ilikuwa gear number 2 nataka kuweka hiyo gear number 4. From gear number 2 to number 5, at least I double that making people happy. I want to do it on a bigger scale. Yes.
Asante, and continue being with a good heart.
Thank you.
And a clean heart of helping.
Yes.
And wish you all the best kwa businesses zako, kwa kazi yako, and also to your family all the best.
Yes.
Na Mungu awabariki sana.
I also appreciate your coming here, the two of you. I appreciate you found time to come and interview me, and whatever I've shared, I hope it will be useful to other people, so that we can make this world a better place to live in. Thank you. Asante.
Okay, so guys, subscribe to this channel, like, share, and comment down below kenye umelearn kwa hiyo story. I hope itawasaidia in life. He's a helpful man, amesaidia watu wengi, and he's proud of himself. So guys, thank you for watching, and thank you for being with us. Bye.
Bye.